Hi there, my name is Peter and welcome to my shed. Today I'm working on building a towel rail for my grandpa to hang tea towels on, and I'll be using some pallet wood scraps that I had lying around the workshop. So while I get on with some milling up of the wood in the background, let me give you just a bit more insight into how I got here. This year I quit my job and I've taken up woodworking in, I'd say, a fairly big way. It wasn't exactly a meticulous, thought-out move, which is what I've been trying to reach the last year or few. But it's ended up being the best thing for me at the time to cut ties with work and give this a go. So the next step of my journey that I want to take is sharing my process with friends, family, and other viewers via videos like this one. I've had YouTube channels in the past. However, in some ways, they felt less daunting, and I'm not putting myself out there as much as something, that's featuring my actual body, hands in the video. They've mainly been gaming related previously. And along with that daunting feeling, I've been struggling with putting myself to ambitious projects that I haven't yet completed, leading me to sort of get partway through a finished video, and because the project that the video is on isn't finished, the video doesn't get completed as well. Yeah, so I'm starting to think about doing weekly uploads and maybe just include various projects in different videos, and then I can supercut individual projects after into their own separate videos. I'm not sure. I'm going to play about with it, I think, and think a little bit more on that. So far, I've been milling up the wood, as I say. So I cut a couple of strips of hard pallet wood that I had lying around into, I guess, square-shaped sections. And then I've used a router here with a roundover bit on all four corners of these. So I've basically milled up some hardwood dowel, and I'm going to use this in the towel rail to hang tea towels on. So there we go, got my nice sections there. So the next step, just to sand those down a bit, tidy them up just a tiny bit, and then I can move on to creating the back and sides of this rail. Cool. So after I tidied up those dowels, we get some wood, some other nice pallet wood that I've had lying around, and I'm going to trim that so that it's got square ends on the table saw, and I'm just having a think here about how exactly I want to construct this and what angle I would like to use. Then I'm going to cut this down and have a little go at making dovetails for the first time. Yeah, as I was saying before, the point is, and what I was trying to get to is that I was starting to feel a bit like I wasn't going to get around to releasing anything on my YouTube channel. And, I want to have content for other social media channels as well. This build, it's not one that I'm super proud of. You can see here that, the dovetail isn't the neatest thing in the world. I've cut some little angles in, and I'm using a hacksaw to try and cut the rest of it off, but that, of course, doesn't end up straight. But it doesn't need to be the most structurally sound project. So whilst this one-day build isn't one that I love, it is something that I've created, and I think I probably learned some good things on the project. I'm happy that my grandparents are going to have this in their flat. It feels really nice to have created something useful for some people close to me. As I say, I wish these dovetail joints looked cleaner, but I can't change that now, and it's my first attempt. And I think I need to remember that I've given things a go, and it's something that I've been trying to remember a lot lately. Just giving it your best go and learning that time. Next time, you'll probably do better. So in any case, I'd stumbled across a video today from a YouTube channel, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I will link the video in the description because I found it really, really encouraging. It was basically a man who'd started his YouTube channel as a way to just share his projects, sort of what I'm I'm trying to do with this channel. And he actually said he was very introverted. I wouldn't necessarily count myself as completely introverted, but I do struggle in some sense putting myself out online. It feels very daunting. Anyway, the sort of culmination of the video, and you should go and watch the full thing if you're interested in doing videos on anything yourself. Yeah, the culmination is that he says, look, you just need to get on and post a video. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Everyone's going to have a terrible first video. Well, not everyone, but if you do, it's kind of par for the course. So while I feel this product and probably this video is far from perfect, I'm going to try and take pride in the fact that today I'm recording my voiceover and I'm going to cut the video footage down properly after this. And this step of uploading the first video to my new channel is going to be taken today. That's what I'm going to take pride in. Focus on the things you've done and not the things that you haven't yet done. And I'm going to take each day as it comes and just keep working on things. So while I've been chatting about that, you've seen me drilling holes through the side pieces that I made. Now I'm just making some holes for the tower rail to attach to the wall, and then I'm countersinking those holes as well. Cool, just speed up the footage a little bit here. This is me doing the glue up, so put glue on all the various joins, and we're just going to work the dowels in each end. I'm not worrying too much, as I say, about this having a lot of structural integrity. The intended use is to just hang T-towels on. It doesn't need to be super hardy. It's not going to be load bearing. So I just use my little rubber mallet here to, well, big rubber mallet, I suppose, to secure everything together, and then we clamp it up, get a little bit of pressure on, and leave it to dry. And yeah, it's probably worth noting, I chose these bits of pallet wood because I'd actually had the piece that is the backboard and the sides of this piece lying around for a while, and I've been looking for the right project to use them in. I thought they had really nice, unique grain, and I didn't want them to just go in a glue up of pieces that are going to get laminated, as I wanted to sort of show off that grain a little bit. So yeah, you can see I've got some Danish oil. It's a dark oak colour, so it is going to darken this piece just slightly. But yeah, that grain really starts to come out. I really like the finish that I've managed to achieve here. It's rustic, right? Everything I do seems to be rustic at the moment, and I think that's part of learning as a woodworker. But something I do want to do is, start to get that little bit more refined with things so that everything is intentional and not necessarily just rustic or slightly uneven because of how it is. Cool. So that's the piece oiled up. I'm going to leave that to dry. And then the next day, all I did was I came back and I buffed it off with this cloth here. Probably supposed to use a quote-unquote lint-free one. I'm not sure how lint-free this cloth is. It sits in my workshop a lot of the time. But yeah, there we go. We have the piece there. And so, final shot, just to show you guys, it's up on the wall. So I look forward to sharing more with you, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching.